Hello, my name is Christie Arkovich. I'm the founder of Arkovich Law in Tampa, Florida. And I wanted to comment on the Missouri, the Kansas injunctions, as well as the recent 10th Circuit ruling that clarified some things regarding the SAVE plan. Essentially, about a week ago, Kansas and Missouri, two courts entered into rulings that basically caused the July 1 regulations considerable strain in that many of them would not go into an effect, and it was a lot of questions arose regarding the SAVE program. There's been some commentary between now and then. This 10th Circuit ruled after that, so it ruled on Sunday. And basically, it clarified that most of the provisions of SAVE are still good. So in other words, if you're already in SAVE, you're good. If you're not in SAVE, you can still get into SAVE. The 5% rule, basically what that means is that some of SAVE's provisions were going to go into effect and did when the pause ended last fall. One of the biggest provisions, and that is undergrad loans would go to 5% rather than 10. So basically the payment would be halved. That was delayed to be entered into or to be implemented July 1. And so there was questions about whether or not that would occur. That will occur now. The 10th Circuit has clarified that the only thing really that will be enjoined or stayed during the litigation will be anyone who's getting forgiveness during that litigation, because essentially the Missouri and Kansas decision said that we're done with forgiveness under SAVE, and that will probably be litigated. It will probably go to the U.S. Supreme Court. That may take several months for a decision. If you remember, with the U.S. Supreme Court, the decision took several months, and it actually denied the $10,000 across the board forgiveness. And so we don't know the outcome of that, but what we do know is that the 100% subsidy, the interest subsidy that's mandated by SAVE, that's good. You can still get into SAVE. You can still file a married filing separate return and still exclude your spouse's income. That's a provision of SAVE. And even the 5% for undergrad loans, that will go into effect as well. Anyone who is seeking public service loan forgiveness, SAVE is still viable. Anyone who does a double consolidation, SAVE is still an eligible plan as long as you complete the double consolidation by July of next year, which is 2025. So I'm really thankful that the 10th Circuit clarified a lot of those issues that we were very uncertain of. Servicers were giving different answers for. I, in part, understand that because it was very difficult to know what exactly was happening. But SAVE is good. And so if you're in SAVE, I would stay the course. The only recommendation that we would have, and by the way, with recommendations, we ask that you do a strategy consultation or strategy session with us to understand what loans you have and what exactly you should be doing. There are other folks that offer those same services. It is very, very difficult to understand what you should do with your loans, what type of loans you have. There's a lot of mixed information online, even studentaid.gov. Some of the data on there is inconsistent. It may cite old rules as well as new rules, and some of the old rules are going back into effect. And so it's an issue. So if you want some specific clarification on what you have and what you should do, please do a strategy session with us or with someone to understand what you have. You should not trust your loan servicer, and you can test that yourself. If you call them 3 or 4 times, you're likely to get 3 or 4 answers. And it's fine. Servicers sometimes will give the right answer, but how are you going to know? How are you going to know that whatever answer you're getting is correct or not? You don't know the training of that person. You don't know the education or what they've been directed to say. So it's important that you learn what you can yourself, seek an advocate that represents you, not someone that represents the other side, to see what you should do with your loans. And lastly, if this has been helpful, please subscribe. We track that information to see if we should continue doing these videos. We do paid strategy sessions. You can reach out to us at info@christiearkovich.com or call us at 813-258-2808. But these videos are offered for basically free assistance for someone to try to help understand what your loans, not necessarily legal advice because we don't know exactly what loans you have until we talk, but at least you can mix this in with the other information you're getting and hopefully make a correct decision. So I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday weekend. I know by the time we put this up, it's going to be past, but I hope this has been helpful. Thank you again. And this is Christie Arkovich from Tampa, Florida.